Don't you just love it when you start talking before you press the record button? Because that's what I just did. But happy reading rush. This is going to be my day 5 update. And I think I should spoil the illusions. I actually make these the next day in the morning, usually before I go to work. But now it's Saturday. And I'm rushing to film this right now because we're in between rainstorms because Hurricane Hannah is hitting about 90 minutes to 2 hours from where I live south. And so we're actually getting the outer bands of that storm system. And so a lot of rain and potential flooding and lack of daylight. So let's get into it. If the light starts fading, you know, the weather, what are you gonna do? Okay, so reading wise, I started The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I'm listening to it on audiobook currently, but I did place an order to get a hard copy because I'm loving it that much. And I am 105 pages in. So far, it's about this guy going to visit or like inspect this magical orphanage for people with magical lineage. And I'm absolutely loving it. And don't take my recommendation yet because I haven't finished it, but I think this is a great adult fantasy for YA fantasy lovers who are wanting to dip their toes into adult fantasy because it is very accessible, very readable, and has a lot of young children because it's set in a magical orphanage. So there's that. And then I picked up Winnie the Pooh. This is like my book before bed right now since I finished Such a Fun Age. And I am 104 pages through. I am enjoying the original illustrations, which are just absolutely gorgeous. I'm enjoying the short stories, and I will definitely end up finishing this tonight. So stat-wise, that brings us to a daily total of 209 pages. And a grand total of 983 pages. This is like, I'm having a fantastic reading rush, like reading wise. And I'll hit that 1,000-page mark today. Like, I'm super stoked. I haven't finished any new books. I started 2. And I didn't finish any reading challenges because I haven't finished any new books. But I did get a badge because I did post an Instagram photo yesterday. I did the Instagram challenge. And so there's the stats. Let's get into the things that need to happen today. I need to finish this. I need to hopefully finish The House in the Cerulean Sea or get extremely close. Ideally, I need to finish that and start a 3rd book because I'm still aiming for 7 books. I'm gonna try and see if I can manage that. But so we're gonna get into a talk of change to the TBR, which we've never followed. So not much of a change, right? And I need to do a Twitter sprint today, and I need to try to catch a live read-in because the book club thingy is either today or tomorrow. Either one, I need to hit all of those. So let's get into the other 2 books that I will need to hit 7 books. So I've decided that, where's my stack of books? Okay. I've decided the one that I'm for sure going to try to get to is The Particular Sadness of Lemon Cake by Amy Bender. I actually didn't have this in when I made my TBR, but if I did, I do think I would have put this on there because I did order it hoping that I would get it in time, but you just never know. And this is a magical like realism book about a young girl who finds out on like her 9th birthday that she has the ability to taste the emotions of the person who has made the food. And this is something that I think I can get through in like 5 hours. So I think it's a pretty good pick. It is just under 300 pages. Okay. So we got the 2 I started and this. And then for that last book, I thought Neverworld Wake, if I want to read like a regular size novel, might be a good option. It seems like it would go fast, but I don't know. Okay, this is where I need your help. this was in my Stay Home Reading Rush TBR, which I didn't finish a single book for. And this is Fierce Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill, which is a mix of poems and short stories. This I could probably definitely get through, right? Another kind of short book that I think will be fairly good is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikawa Kawaguchi, which is a time travel book where there's a cafe and you can time travel for very short periods of time because you have to get back to the cafe by the time your coffee gets cold. I've been wanting to pick up All We Shall Know by Donnell Ryan, and with the rain on the cover, I felt like it was like a perfect like rainy day book, right? Because it's gonna be real rainy the next 2 days. Or, and this is two options, I've been wanting to reread The Hunger Games, and I've only actually read through the series once. And I remember flying through this. I know it's like 350 pages, but I flew through it when I originally read it. And I think you fly, oh my gosh, it's like 370. But I think I finished this in a day the first time anyways. So depending on how much I get tonight, this might actually be realistic. And I also ordered from Amazon Jasmine Ward's Navigate Your Stars book. And if that's supposed to come in tomorrow to the Amazon Dropbox, which I didn't even know they like dropped off on Sunday, but apparently they do. And if that's the case, it's like 60 something pages and an illustrated speech. So that is definitely an option. It was one I wanted to read this summer. It was one of the books I was looking forward to this year. So that is an option. I considered reading a graphic memoir, Hyperbole and a Half, but I want to save that for when like I need a really good laugh. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the updated plans. If you have thoughts on any of these, or the or even if you think that maybe this shouldn't be the book I pick up after I finish the two I'm reading, let me know. And if you guys have Navigate Your Stars by Jasmine Ward, if you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are having a great reading rush, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.